recent drips of Chasca and Ororon, plus the mixed receptions to their reveals, inspired me to talk for a little bit on why I feel like some nuance is being lacked. Hear me out. My name is Juice, and let's get into it. For starters, you're more than welcome to skip this video if you simply don't care. After all, this is more of a community-based discussion as opposed to a meta one. I still wanted to talk about this, so I will, but feel no pressure to watch or listen if this disinterests you. This is a discussion. I absolutely encourage you all to share your thoughts and feelings down below in the comments. You're also more than welcome to disagree with me, and I wish a great day, evening, or night upon anyone who clicked this no matter what. So, the main thing that I feel like I'm seeing is that there's two sides, if you will. Either you completely and utterly hate one or both of the revealed characters, with the other side saying that's just blind hatred, claiming that those who hate the characters will love them when they come out. Well, I think it's fine to just not like the designs for whatever multitude of reasons. I think Chasca looks pretty decent, I like the hat, but everyone who loves or dislikes her are also justified in feeling that way, because character designs are purely based on aesthetic preference at the end of the day, because there's nothing factual to be wrong about. I personally don't like Ororon. To me, he looks a bit weird as a Genshin unit. I do like edgy characters. Racely and Xiao are freaking awesome. But if anyone knows what I'm talking about when I say edgy deviantart emo wolf OC, you'll get what I mean when I say I kind of cringe at the design. He's a gacha life-hated child, I fear. But if you like him, that's absolutely fantastic, because it's great that this design was able to appeal to a number of people and make them happy. I don't think we should antagonize people who don't like or like designs. If they change their minds later and end up loving the character later on, so what? That's not harmful whatsoever. Sometimes it does take getting to know the character more to really like them. I wasn't the biggest Jiao Cho fan in Honkai Star Rail before. I did like the design, but I didn't care much for him. His bravery and actions during the 2.5 story made me want to pull for him in the end. Shame that his banner had passed by that stage. Sometimes it's the opposite. I don't care about Yai Miko as a character, but her wonderful aesthetics drew me into pulling for her. Or even Arlecchino, where I liked the design, but was gonna skip. I ended up swiping because I really enjoyed her backstory. TLDR, there are many circumstances in which someone can come around to liking or disliking a character. I could list off hundreds of examples, but you get the point at this stage. Sometimes there will be general aspects of a design that you dislike, but that doesn't mean you will never like a character who features those aspects. I don't like it when Genshin gets too modern, which is why some of the Not Long characters don't speak to me, yet I'm a massive fan of Kenichi, who is arguably the biggest offender of looking and feeling way too modern to be a Genshin unit. That doesn't mean I suddenly like all modern characters, as I don't really like Shilonen. She feels more like a Honkai Star Rail character or ZZZ character. I do like her on her own, if that makes sense. She doesn't look bad by any means. Just not really someone who fits into the Genshin universe in my opinion. I don't think not liking a character design makes you a hater or a stupid person. It just means that you have other tastes, nothing wrong with that. There's a lack of nuance when it comes to these discussions, you know? There's no need to get so passionate when somebody has an opinion on something as trivial as a design in a game. Here's a good way to put it. Think about Pokemon. There are over 1,000 of them now, counting every mon from every gen. There is literally no way that every single Pokemon is a design that you like. There will be some stinkers in there, whether that be because you think they look kind of lame or plain ugly. A lot of people didn't like Farina or Aventurine before they had their major arcs. When people changed their minds of them, very cool, no issues there. That's another thing. Just because someone didn't like a character before they got their redemption arc or major lore drop doesn't mean they aren't a real fan or something. Essentially, I feel like some are too quick to label someone as a hater of everything if they don't like one design or one aspect of a story. This does go both ways though. If someone likes a commonly disliked design or character, literally nothing wrong with that. Genshin Impact has such a wide variety of characters to the point where not every character is going to be loved by everyone. There will be some conventionally loved units, such as the Raiden Shogun or Farina for example, yet they will make more niche units that appeal to a smaller demographic as well, which is what I love about Genshin. There's something for everyone. Like me for instance, I love Venti. It's very rare to find a game that somehow manages to land the exact mark with what you're looking for in terms of designs, especially if what you like is really unique. There's also a nice charm to be loved here. I do like that this is a universe where you can find more old-timey characters like Jean the Knight or Shenhe the Spiritual Mountain Exorcist, next to characters like Kenichi the Gamer and Ororon the Ultimate Edgelord. Not designs have easily been the most controversial out of any region. Plus, they are taking a new direction with character appearances in general, so I think that remembering that people value different things in a character design is very important. Because there are plenty of people who are upset with Not designs for a valid reason. We all know what I mean. However, that doesn't make someone evil for liking the designs regardless of such things, but it's very realistic that people would dislike the Not designs, whether that be due to personal distaste with their execution, or because they are such a departure from what we are normally used to in Genshin Impact. It could even be both of those things, depending on who you are. I don't think it's as deep as some folks make it out to be. You dislike how a character looks? That is 100% fine. You change your mind later on? Also fine. I believe that as long as everybody is respecting each other, having fun discussions while being open and honest with each other, and nobody is insulting why somebody loves or hates a character, there is nothing wrong going on. I don't think that people have to sugarcoat whether they don't like a design too. It goes without saying that something that may not serve you will be a delicious feast for the eyes for somebody else. Most definitely. Yet, if I find the character ugly or weird, I'ma just say that, dude. People should be more than welcome to express how they truly feel about their opinion on character aesthetics. Because like I said, you cannot be wrong. It doesn't matter if I agree or disagree with you. It's your subjective opinion. You're incapable of being incorrect in this scenario. This video is definitely going to upset some people, which is fine. I'm sorry if it did make your mood worse by any means, as that is far from my intention here. I only wish to share my takes on this matter from a nuanced perspective. Since I don't think things need to be so black and white all the time when it comes to Genshin takes. At the end of the day, it's a silly anime game where you can play as cool hunters, dragons, and knights. I can understand why discussions would be heated after all, because we're passionate about this game, therefore we care about what is said about this or that in regards to the game. Yet, there's no need to think of someone as a complete idiot for seeing something and going, ah, neat, but that's not for me, or even going, whoa, this design is total poopy pants. Dare I say, it is a complete and utter stinker-stinkalink. I shall not be spending my primordial gems on this rather odd individual. Obviously, if people are being rude to you over this sort of thing, ridiculous. You have every right to ignore anyone who would genuinely cause you upset over something so unimportant. We do care about these characters on a personal level, and we grow to understand their story. Yet, even if we're extremely connected to these characters, that's still not a matter important enough to go and be rude to other people over. Well, besides, not everyone cares about the story anyway. Some people just want their waifus and husbandos, man. Nothing wrong with that either. So, when it comes to discussions surrounding new character reveals, if someone insults a character you like, not a big deal. They are fictional. Nobody is getting harmed by that. Scroll past and ignore the post, as they are just as welcome to share their honest thoughts as you are to ignore them. If someone praises a character you like, that's great. Very cool. Super awesome. Nobody is a crazed, delusional hater for not liking a unit before they come out, then changing their mind later. Changing your mind is one of the most normal things to do on the planet. People do it all the time. There's also nothing wrong with liking a character exclusively for their kit. To be fair, this isn't my main point right now, but it feels semi-relevant, so I'm throwing it in here. Gameplay sometimes is the most important thing to someone, and there's nothing wrong with that. Besides, isn't one of the biggest deals about Genshin play who you like? Not everyone is gonna like everyone. That is why many do not build their Bennets, Shanglings, and Xingqius if they don't want to. Because hey, you might not like them, no problem there. Obviously, it's no fun to be a downer. If there's a group of people who really like one character, then nobody should go out of their way to start talking about why that unit sucks and has the worst design or gameplay ever. Like, live and let live, you know? If someone has a shallow reason for liking or disliking a character, well, why does that matter? The message at the end of the day is to have fun. Discuss new drip marketing reveals if they make you feel happy. Besides, sometimes people can make funny memes out of a design not really suiting their tastes. I like Chasca's appearance, but I won't pretend like I didn't find the Roblox face comparison funny. If you like Ororon, that's excellent. Tell me why. I'd love to hear your thoughts on why the character appeals to you. Let's make this video's comment section a fun place where we can share what we truly love about our favorite character designs in this game. Or if you want to express your distaste for some units, go right ahead. Remember that subjective preferences are never going to be black and white. There's nothing wrong with simply changing your mind, nor does not finding a certain appearance to be to your liking suddenly make you a professional hater. Yet if you absolutely love the designs, awesome! Great that you found units that really appeal to your sense of taste. I hope you win your 50/50s early on said units, and if they're a 4-star, I hope you get them C6 within your desired amount of pulls. Never take it as a personal attack on your taste if a lot of people don't like a unit that you love either. You don't have bad taste. You're simply in the demographic of people that find what Hoyoverse was going for appealing. Moral of the story, people are allowed to have opinions, whether they be positive or negative, because character design preferences aren't anything factual. Nobody is wrong for their opinions. Criticism of Nalon's designs for whatever reason they may be is justified. Love for new designs is justified no matter what. Both sides are completely justified. Nobody has to tone back their opinions for any reason, as long as you're being respectful and not going out of your way to make people who love certain units sad. That is not justified at all. But if you're passively going, ah yes, this isn't for me, great, awesome. I really tried to keep this video as chill as possible. I hope it didn't come across as aggravating by any means. Definitely let me know what you thought of this little discussion. Hopefully I was able to broaden at least a few perspectives. Hopefully this video was able to tell you why your opinions on Chasca and Ororon are completely fine. This has been Juice, signing out, and for those of you who made it this far, which region has your favorite group of designs? For me, I'd say Fontaine.